The next knot I'm gonna show you how to do is a very useful knot. I use it all the time. It's called a bowline knot. And a bowline knot is used if you want to tie something together and you don't want the knot to slip. If you do the knot correctly, it will not slip out on you. So the bowline, I'm gonna do this vertically. People have different ways of doing this knot, but I'm gonna try and show you guys the best I can. The first step is I'm using my bottom hand to bring up the rope, to bring up some slack and form this loop you see. So I have this loop. What's important about the loop is that the bottom string is facing out towards me while the top one is facing in front of me. If you don't have that correct, the knot's not gonna come up how you want it to. So right now I have this loop that I formed by taking the rope vertically, sort of twisting as I pull up a little bit to give slack, and I form this loop. Now, I'm gonna take this top string, I'm going to bring it through the loop, and I'm gonna bring it through going from the back to the front. So I come from the back of the loop, and I'm going outward towards the front, okay? Now at this point, it should look like this. Now my next step, I put the lead part of the rope, the top part, from back to front. Now that I have this, I'm going to swing the lead rope around the back, and I'm gonna wrap it around to the front. And I have it like this right now. Now the last step is I'm gonna go back up through the first loop that I made, the first puka. And then now to tighten this knot, I'm gonna pull up right here. And what happens is, I'm gonna turn the knot around now to show you before I tighten it. If the knot is done correctly, what you should see is this rope right here acts as like a lock to prevent the knot from slipping out. And if you do the bowline correctly, you'll see this is the lock, and it holds the rope secure so that it can't get out. And if you want to loosen the bowline, what you do is you pull down on this lock, and then you can pull up and loosen. But as long as there's tension on this loop, the knot will not slip if you did it correctly. What you can also do now to further strengthen this knot is to do what's called a half hitch using this tail end. And I might have wanted to leave this tail end a little longer, but I think I can still show you. And a half hitch is a really good knot too for extra security on the knot. And so I'm gonna bring this tail down, this tail end. I'm gonna wrap it around one time, and then I'm gonna form a loop as I wrap around, and then I'm gonna pull the rope through that loop. So I just wrapped it around one time and through itself. And that is a half hitch. And you can do that at the end of any knot to make it extra strong. Some uses are the bowline are for rigging things. I tied a bowline one time with a giant rope that was like this thick, and it was securing a canoe to the Hikianalia to a boat. So, and that knot held, that bowline held all the way from Kauai to Hilo. So it's a very strong knot. It does work. If you want to even further advance your skills, after you learn how to tie the bowline this way, you can practice doing it with your eyes closed. Because sometimes if you're on a canoe or a boat, you might not be able to see where you're tying it. So I'll see if I can do it with my eyes closed, since I said I gotta do it, since you can do it. So I'm doing it with my eyes closed. I'm feeling everything. So a lot of these things you do by feel. So I form my first loop. I'm gonna put the line, the top line, from behind to the front. Then sometimes they describe it as the rabbit that's going through the hole, then around the back. So I wrap around one time, and then I'm going back up through the loop. So I feel it. And then I'm gonna pull on the top right now, on this loop I'm forming. And then I have the bowline. And then what you can also do too, you have this bowline. Now you can feed the line through it. And now you have a loop that you can secure to something else, whatever it is. And it should lock in place. And then you can tie it to something else. So you can do a lot of different riggings, tying up tents, securing things on top of your car, all these things with a simple bowline.
So he leo mahalo kia ia o kou pakahi a pau no ka hui ana, no ka ho'onanea pū ana me mākou, no ka ho'oka ike, no ka ho'olohe ana I ka ike Hawaii o kia makumu. Mahalo nui for all of you tuning in with us throughout these past days and really, engaging in the ike that has been shared from all these wonderful mentor and kumu of Maui, of Hawaii. He leo mahalo ke ia, again, mahalo to Ka'ehu, again, mahalo to all the people who shared and engaged with us in our keiki and our community. And again, this is encouragement to all you folks to find that space in your own community to learn, to engage, to share, to create relationships with Aina and with people and learn more and share more in the culture, in the Aina. And I'm so happy to be able to share with you folks today and throughout these past days. So mahalo piha ia o kou pakahi a pau, o wau no o ka hakuriti kamara. Ma Ka'ehu, a hui hou, launa pū hou kākou I ke kahila, a hui hou.